Yo, what's up guys? In today's video I have a bunch of Chicago Bulls news, rumors, and some coaching staff updates. But before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also leave a quick like on today's video. It takes a second and it helps me out a lot. And some comments and questions below today's video talking about all the rumors and topics I'm about to jump into. Also, speaking about some rumors, definitely check out my last video if you guys missed it. A bunch of NBA insiders have been urging the Chicago Bulls to trade or target Rudy Gobert in this upcoming offseason. I broke down that video, what a potential trade would look like, his whole contract and fit with the Chicago Bulls, and much more. But either way, let's just jump right into today's video because the NBA offseason has just gotten started and there's already been so many rumors about coaching staff changes for the Chicago Bulls. I mean, of course, the whole Zach LaVine to LA sign and trade rumors. I'm going to break that down later in today's video as well. But either way, just the other day, the Chicago Bulls did lose a coach. You know, Taurean Green is leaving the Chicago Bulls to join Florida's basketball team as their director of player development. Green was one of the Bulls' player development coordinators for this past season. You know, he rejoined with Billy Donovan. And let me just say, you know, congrats to him. That's a promotion. Good for him. I know he's really happy about this because he used to play college basketball for Florida, so that's really cool. And this was Green's first season with the Chicago Bulls as a player development coordinator with his former Florida head coach, Billy Donovan. So that's really cool. You know, Billy Donovan was really happy about this. He said that he's super happy and super on board with it, and he thought it was a great idea to bring someone back that really understood what made Florida great. So that's really cool. You know, congrats to Florida. Congrats to Green, I'd say. In a few weeks or so, I'd expect some more coaching changes. Maybe some assistant coaches to get fired or promoted around the NBA. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on Billy Donovan's coaching staff and everything like that heading into the NBA offseason. But either way, this article did come out from Casey Johnson. I plan to make a future video, maybe this weekend, really deep diving into the article and breaking it down. But in the article, Casey Johnson kind of just broke down the whole roster, who he predicts is going to stay with the Bulls and who's going to leave, possibly get traded or shopped in this upcoming offseason. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Derrick Jones Jr. You know, Derrick Jones Jr. is an unrestricted free agent in this upcoming offseason, and Bulls insider Casey Johnson did say he's unlikely to return to the Chicago Bulls. And I'm going to be honest, that definitely hurts. I really like Derrick Jones Jr. I feel like his minutes and games just playing here and there was all over the place. Obviously, he did miss. I thought it was like 3 to 6 weeks. I know he did come back early and was playing through like a finger injury or whatever. But either way, I like Derrick Jones Jr. If the Bulls can bring him back for cheap, I would be down. You know, like I just said, he didn't really have a rotational spot. It was kind of up and down and all over the place. I really did like Derrick Jones Jr. Obviously, a super athletic freak. I felt like when he did play and was given minutes, he was always causing problems on the court. Either I felt like he was knocking down some corner threes, dunking on someone, or just playing good, solid defense or blocking shots. You know, he did have some successful minutes in some small ball lineups down the stretch with the Chicago Bulls in the postseason, and I'd say early on in the season as a backup center. And that's where I really like Derrick Jones Jr. He's not the best three-point shooter. He can definitely knock down a few threes here and there, but I would not want him taking, I'd say, 4 to 5 threes on any given night. But as a backup center, if he could come back for cheap, I'd definitely be interested. You know, I really liked the whole Tristan Thompson signing through, I'd say, on the buyout market, but for some odd reason, he just didn't click with the Chicago Bulls, and honestly, I don't expect him back with the Bulls either way, but it definitely does kind of suck to see that Bulls insider Casey Johnson does not expect him to return. Let me know below today's video if you guys want the Bulls to re-sign him or let him walk in free agency. I mean, if the Bulls could get him back for cheap, I'd be down. Like I just said, I like him as a backup center, as like a small ball center, and I mean, he is only 25 years old. He is 6'6". He weighs about 210 pounds. He does have a 7-foot wingspan. And on the season for the Bulls, he was really solid. I believe he played some solid defense on Giannis here and there as well. I mean, in 18 minutes per game, he did average 6 points per game, shooting about 54% from the field and about 33% from three-point range. He also did average 3 rebounds, about an assist, about a steal, and about a block per game. I really like him as a backup center if, you know, the Bulls want to play small ball. Obviously, in this upcoming offseason, I do expect the Bulls to add a true backup center, in my opinion. You know, Derrick Jones Jr. can't really guard bigger centers, and same with Tony Bradley Jr. I don't really know why he didn't get minutes, and even when he did, he kind of did struggle. But either way, let me know below today's video if you guys want the Chicago Bulls to re-sign Derrick Jones Jr. in this upcoming offseason. And the final topic in today's video is honestly crazy. You know, I knew this was going to happen. Of course, Lakers fans are always on some bullshit every offseason. And this tweet did come out from Basketball Forever on Twitter. And the tweet did say, Zach LaVine is eyeing the possibility of joining the Lakers this summer through a sign-and-trade deal, according to ESPN. LaVine obviously has the same agent as LeBron James, and 2 years ago, LaVine did say, I would love to go out there and play with LeBron. Let me just say, this is all bullshit. I mean, this was a quote taken out of context from 2 years ago. And there's no ESPN article that came out or any ESPN tweet saying this. They just completely made this up, and I just wanted to talk about this rumor and that talk that's been going on Twitter because this tweet got blown up. It's been going all over the place. Lakers fans have been miserable on Twitter, thinking they even have a chance to sign and trade for Zach LaVine. Like I said in one of my past videos, if the Bulls offer Zach LaVine a max contract, he's not going to leave. He's going to sign that, and he's just going to stay in Chicago. He said many times he loves Chicago. He's obviously happy with the front office. He's close with the front office. He loves Billy Donovan. I think he's really happy that the Bulls made the playoffs this year. And just look at what the Lakers did last year. You can blame injuries. You can blame Russell Westbrook. But, you know, I don't like to play that blame game. They had 3 All-Stars on that team. They're the Lakers with LeBron James. And they didn't even come close to the NBA play-in tournament. Why would Zach want to go there and be a second option or even a third option? I don't understand that. And to just continue to prove my point, if any Lakers fans are watching this video, an NBA salary cap expert came out saying that it's very unlikely and damn near impossible for the Lakers to sign and trade for Zach LaVine this offseason. And he pretty much said if the Lakers even had a chance at acquiring Zach LaVine in a sign and trade, they would have a hard cap, and no team wants to do that, especially the Lakers. It's very unlikely, and I just don't understand why Zach would want to leave. This Bulls front office has done a great job surrounding him with talent, saying that he's loved in Chicago. The fans obviously love him, and I just don't know why the Bulls would want to move on from Zach unless he does. I mean, he's only 27 years old. You can blame, you know, he didn't play that well in the playoffs or the second half of the season, but he has been playing through injuries, and even though he did struggle playing through injuries, you still love to see that because a lot of players would just sit out in their final year of their contract, and Zach LaVine kind of took a step back role to DeMar DeRozan. A lot of stars in the NBA won't do that nowadays. Like I said, he's only 27 years old. Now he's heading into his prime, and last season or this season, however you look at it, he still put up amazing numbers playing through injuries. In 35 minutes, he did average about 25 points per game, shooting 48% from the field, almost 40% from three-point range, still 5 rebounds, 5 assists, almost a steal a game as well. Those are great numbers. He's only getting better year by year. Give this man a max contract, and I want to run it back next year. Obviously, add some big man and some three-point shooting on the Bulls bench. But either way, thank you guys for watching today's video and all the love on the channel recently. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Have a good one.